So the question is, how did I end up here?
It was at this moment that she knew. She f***ed up.
I always want to use that phrase. Let's go back to the beginning. Alright, we are really doing this. What are you seeing here is not a production video. Obviously, is me trying to vlog. I had a fun 2-3 days coming. I have a show first in Ritterbuske, and the other one is actually in Freiburg in Fuse. I haven't started preparing, so I'm not like a DJ that prepares everything for a show. I don't have a set playlist, but I still want to prepare. What I do when I prepare is like I will create like small playlist. I see people want harder stuff, then I have a small like a playlist of harder stuff that go along well. Instead of going like 200, 300 tracks, I can go in these 3 tracks really go well together. I just finished this track that will be released also in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I want to play that too. But before that, so you never see this part of stuff. You didn't see anything. I promise I'm not that messy. Contrary to maybe other YouTubers, I actually have an office. Like I have my DJ stuff here. This is like chill area. We are currently changing stuff, okay? So the reason there are a lot of stuff on the ground. The drums, the big TV, a little bit playground around here, and then the kitchen here. The reason I'm showing because I need a coffee. I'm very serious about my coffees as well. The best part of the studio. So what is the plan? Plan is taking my coffee here, right? And then I'm gonna create a couple of playlists and then at least prepare a little bit. It is next day today, so tomorrow is the show. And I haven't still finished picking tracks. For me, it's always like having a nice combination of like unreleased new tracks and some older tracks that people love, and in between some new release tracks maybe. And that means that unreleased tracks has to be good. And that means that I have to go in digging. How do you do that? So if you are a beginner DJ, probably you don't have much options apart from your friends. But for me, let me show you. This is, for example, in flight. Well, here you can see the Cream. There is the, I think, Adesso and more stuff. I will try to do a bit more, probably a couple of more hours of this. For the Ritter set, we are recording. That means that I'm going to put it on my YouTube. That means that I have to play new tracks, because otherwise they can just go back and listen to the other one, right? So I have to come up with new tracks for the YouTube people as well. I'm going to do that now. Okay, there's probably big news for people who follow me. So I'm creating a new alias, and it will be just alias, and alias will be more like harder techno. Andrea plays after me, and Andrea plays hard. So my idea is like we start melodic techno, people warm it up, we get a bit more peak time techno, and later in then I get super hard. But that is a hard thing to do. The reason means you have to scout 3 different genres, like melodic techno, peak time techno, and hard techno. And like just scouting itself can take many hours, right? Just finding the right tracks. But I think I have something like 60 tracks, so this should be more like a 4 hours. So what I have like the islands of things, like here, for example, I have melodic techno stuff here. I think around peak time techno, here around hard techno. And then I have these backups depending on which genre that I want to go. Like I can go a bit more peak time here, a bit more melodic techno there. So it will give me enough flexibility so that I can extend the parts. And I have my other playlist over here that I can jump to if I want to go deeper in a specific genre. So if they decide suddenly covers, then I can go play some covers, right? So I have enough flexibility, I think. What I'm worried most is I haven't checked those islands and see if they really work together. In theory, they should. Problem is I don't have time. It's like 7 already. I haven't even packed my bag. My idea is I'm gonna create a playlist probably and try to listen to them in the plane and see if they work. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Little bit update. So what happened? I'm about to take my taxi like in half an hour, and there's a news that my show in Freiburg, the organizer get extremely sick and we have to cancel the show. I'm really sorry for the people who are about to come to Freiburg show, but we had to postpone it. For me, the health is always #1 priority, and we can really reschedule the show for any time. So what happens? I'm gonna fly down to Berlin for Ritterbuske. We're gonna roll with it anyways. I wanted to use this time to talk about my future plans, especially when it comes to alias, my new alias. I really realized if I focus on one single genre and one single vibe, I kind of get bored and it's not creative enough for me. Having a freedom really makes me much more creative. This year I get the work some of the biggest producers in the genre. I cannot unfortunately give the names, but top of the top. And that process made me much better composer. I realized I was always focusing too much on that sound design part, like making the top sounds, but I was not really focusing on my composition part. And the more I focus, the better producer I became, and the easiest it became to make a track. Nowadays, if I have a good idea, like it takes literally a day, 2 days to finish a track, because the idea flows. You're not forcing anything. You're not trying to be like a copy of anybody else. That means that you have much more freedom. That's the reason my output last year and this year will be even more is like insane. Like I'm making so many tracks and so many different genres, and hence Alice and Biscuit. I mean, let's make the Alice more furious, angry, aggressive, and let's make the Biscuit a little more smoother, emotional, melancholic, softer part of me. Nowadays, there are so many things happening in the world that gets me really mad, so I'm channeling all that energy to Alice part. So you will hear a lot of like this in your face, oh my god, angry stuff. I'm super excited today because it's the first time I will play Alice tracks and I want to see how people react to them. I'm excited to see. Okay, now it's time to do my social media calls. So you have to kind of let people know that you are playing that day, so that people who follows you can come. So let's record that. This is not my proudest moment, alright? I always find it a bit cringe, but you have to get over it. Whenever you play somewhere, it's a pure business. Either the club owner or the promoter has to make money out of you. Otherwise, they won't book you again. That means that you have to do whatever you can to at least encourage people to come to your club. Important thing, try to always get your face through the light if you want to look prettier. Take one. Hi Berlin! I'm in my hotel. I'm playing in Ritterbuske, and if you're in the city, if you want to have really fun time, let's have fun together tonight. That one, for example, not really nice, so let's do one more. Hi Berlin! I've just arrived. This is my hotel. Woo! I'm playing today at Ritterbuske. Come dance with me. I would love to see you there. You see? That is the attitude. That was a better one. Giving people a bit more energy. Now I have to post it on my social. Look what I'm doing. Because I was still working on my set, I realized, okay, take things with me. I take my controller and my computer here. I'm still testing the track. Like literally making cuts at the hotel room. So you can see how committed I am to make a good show. This video is made possible by Lander Mastering. Mastering is the last stage of music production. It can involve precise EQ movement, compression, limiting, saturation, stereo enhancement, and it could get really confusing, especially if you don't have a good listening environment. If you need a hand in this process, Lander Mastering is trusted by Grammy Award winners and over 5 million people across the globe. Lander's patented algorithm analyzes your track and creates customized processing for your track so it sounds good and polished in every listening environment. Also, if you're like me and enjoy mastering yourself but find it very helpful to have another ear, it could be a great companion for making A/B tests with your own master. And more importantly, you can try it for free and decide yourself right now. Head over to Lander Mastering, drop your track, and let Lander analyze your track. So I want high loudness, warm, original, master. You can try it for free with the link below. So what happened? My set is about to 3 and I'm feeling so tired. There's another problem that I have lately. So I'm gonna sleep, I guess. Ta-ta! Kind of ready as I can be. I think I have enough songs. Hopefully, I'm still really tired, but I'm sure I will get energy. And then when the people come in, you always get a mood. I remember when I was in Solomon Sterne and my set time is 5:50, like in the morning. I was like sleeping almost. And I remember when I get to the stage, then I didn't even remember how the 2 hours passed, because you get so much energy from people, like you forget everything.
Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Feel relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now, It's time to rave.
I'm back! My voice is gone. I love the crowd in the Ritter Busquet today. It almost went exactly how I expected, like all my plans worked out pretty well. I was able to pull the crowd in different directions they just followed. They let me play more vibe stuff at the beginning. And then they were dancing, and then we went a bit vocal heavy, almost a bit cheesy songs. I just wanted to try it out.
Put your hands up for Berlin. I love
They react really well. And then finally I wanted to go super hard, and they went bananas. By the way, I made the world's biggest mistake. So here I'm minding my own business, just adding some effects to make the build up a bit more dramatic. And right there, when I pull my hand, it touches the Q button. And everything goes completely in silent. It just stops the track, pulls the play point nearest Q point. I'm in complete panic mode at this stage. I'm checking my next track here, see if I can play somewhere in the middle so we still have a bit of energy. Realizing I do, using the hotkey to jump there and play right like that. But the crowd is extremely supportive. People were super nice. They were like, yeah, more. You see, these type of things doesn't really matter from the audience perspective. They obviously understand that I mistakenly clicked the button and this track sound stopped. Everybody understands that, and it was fun so that people see that you are mixing and you are making mistakes. That was super cool. So, what is the main theme of this? As a producer, you never thought that the track is finished. As a DJ, you never feel like you have prepared enough, but you are. I always feel like, oh my god, I could have done more. And then do the show and everything goes to. But I'm super tired now. There is a demonstration going on. I have no idea. They start to rave. International Women's Days, maybe. Alright, the next day. Here we go. Go techno. How can you not like a German demonstration with techno music? I love Berlin, I love their clubs, I like their music culture, but there's one thing, they smoke in the club. Now my throat really hurts the next day and I just smell my coat and now it smells so much smoke. Oh my god, it's bad. But other than that, I love Germany really. I love Berlin so much, and there's that flag. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Silver red flag. And this queue is so long, it just goes and goes and goes. Oh my god. Alright, we are back from Ritter Busquet. Actually, we have been back for a while. Today is...
I don't even know what day it is.
I don't know either, actually.
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, we got back from the show and we both were super inspired. That was the most positive things, I think.
And jet lagged.
Yeah, and jet lagged. We had really cool tracks now.
We do. We've made some bangers over the last 3 days, and they only happened because we had the Ritter inspiration.
Yeah, that is the only reason, actually.
Alice she played a lot of her unreleased, which we've been reworking some of them. Got a banger zombie remix coming out. The first time we played at Ritter, we've played 3-4 times now. You went super melodic and you were still doing more of your like progressive peak time techno. And the more and more I see Alice, the more she gets into faster, harder techno. And she ended the set like going pretty fast and pretty hard. And I remember I walked in 20 minutes before my set and the crowd was so hyped.
I just enjoy so much. If you produce same genre for a really long time, which I did for melodic techno, you kind of come to a point like everything starts to sound same because you tried almost everything in that genre. But when I started like hard techno, a new world of things that you can do, you feel so inspired. Like you don't even need to think, you just need to flow with it. It's so nice.
But special shout out to Alice because it's always risky to do these trips because like, you know, I invest my own money. It's purely for passion, and not only is it the gig and the travel, but also like I prepare for my DJ sets kind of like I prepare for a chess match. I want it all to be perfect and I want it to tell a story. I rehearse every transition, blah, blah, blah. But the true reason is I come for Alice because I never went to college. I've never really had a mentor. I've never had like a professor, a college class. I ended up being a streamer and whatnot. And whenever I'm sitting in this chair right here with Alice, I feel like I absorb so much knowledge. Alice never hesitates to answer any of my questions, which is so rare. And that's why she's the best teacher. And like genuinely, this for me is the most like inspiring and best way to learn about music. Honestly, without Alice, like I don't think I would have ever tried to tackle Ableton myself. Like everyone has 10 years of experience, but she makes me confident that I can learn. So I hope you guys, I'm sure you have the same experience watching her videos.
You are so kind, but you are really selling short yourself because like when I start working with you, first of all, we always try something new that I would never think about, and something I would be like, okay, it shouldn't work, it will never work, and then we do it and it works and it leads to something completely new, and it's really eye-opening. And I think you really helped me do some other stuff that is so much fun. And the other thing that I really wholeheartedly saying this, your DJing is amazing. I have like friends who has been DJing for many years, and that friends were like come and tell me like I'm
so
never going to
sweet.
play after Andrea Botas because she has so much
sweet.
energy, so
That's
much
really sweet.
power. Like you just need to see Andrea live. If you
That's
haven't,
really sweet.
you should. It is an experience for real though, really.
That's really kind. I've went in the studio with a lot of producers, and sometimes I can tell like, okay, my ideas are terrible, but no matter what, you always try them and you'll always let me hear them.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it a lot of fun. Thanks,
love it.
Alice. Well, if you guys want to see the Andrea Botas and the Biscuit experience, we will be posting our DJ sets from Ritter as well. Probably in this vlog. So if you think my DJ set is good, just wait till you see Alice's.
I think other way around, but you can see both of them. Okay, Andrea, thanks a million for being here again.
Thanks for having me.
This
I look
was
forward
really
to
cool.
returning to Stockholm, back to my college 303 class, music production. We're graduating every year.
I'm
Thank
so
you,
proud.
Alice. Bye, guys. See you
Bye-bye.
next time.
See you next time.